May it please the court, opposing counsel, members of the jury. All the symptoms were there, but Dr. Coulter failed to diagnose them. In just a short 90 minutes, an emergency room doctor successfully diagnosed Beau Bridger with trichinosis, something that Dr. Coulter failed to do over the course of 3 long weeks. The truth is that Dr. Coulter wasn't paying attention. Dr. Coulter missed this diagnosis. And as a result, my client is incapacitated, dealing every day with long-term brain and motor issues. Now, as my co-counsel explained earlier, in this case, both sides have a burden. And tonight, the defense has failed to meet theirs. Dr. Coulter's office knew that they were eating raw meat. In fact, you heard testimony from their nurse practitioner, Danny Boone, who testified that Beau herself raised the topics of raw meat during one of her office visits. You heard testimony regarding an email sent by Beau Bridger's father to Dr. Coulter's office, specifically stating that he believed Beau Bridger was eating raw meat. Now, in terms of our burden, for the entire 3 weeks that Beau was sick, all the symptoms were there, ready for Dr. Coulter to diagnose and treat at any moment, but he failed to do so. That, ladies and gentlemen, is negligence. That is Dr. Coulter breaching the standard of care. Now, in the beginning of tonight's trial, my co-counsel also asked you to pay close attention to the evidence presented. I'd like to review those points now. Tonight, you heard from Beau Bridger's father, Jamie Bridger, who testified to the 3 long weeks of her illness, the multiple incorrect treatments, and the key symptoms of trichinosis that were present: the intense focal pain, swelling of the face and the eyes, and a high fever. He also testified to sending an email specifically stating that Beau Bridger was eating raw meat. Tonight, you heard from Mary Lewis, an office manager. In fact, Mary Lewis is an employee of Dr. Coulter, who is now testifying on behalf of the plaintiff. And even she was worried that Beau Bridger wasn't getting any better. Yet Dr. Coulter never sent her to see a specialist. Dr. Sylvan Hart from the emergency room testified to Beau Bridger suffering from intense muscle pain and swelling of the face and the eyes. However, Dr. Coulter never held a full physical examination on that muscle pain. Dr. Coulter never charted the swelling of the face and the eyes. You also heard from Dr. Hart that Beau was on prednisone, a medication known to suppress fevers. However, Dr. Coulter, the doctor who's been prescribing her this medication for over a decade, failed to account for it when measuring her fever. Now, the defense just came before you, and they told you what's missing matters, but the only thing missing in tonight's case is Dr. Coulter missing the diagnosis despite the key symptoms being right there. Members of the jury, Beau Bridger is incapacitated due to the negligence of Dr. Coulter, which is why, as you step into that jury room to deliberate, I ask that you keep Beau Bridger at the forefront of your minds. Because she isn't able to be here and speak for herself, we ask that you be her voice. Therefore, we respectfully ask that you return a verdict in favor of the plaintiff, Beau Bridger, finding Dr. Coulter's family medicine negligent. Thank you.